What's going on, traders? Welcome to my stream. Today's actually Wednesday, a very nice and short day for you guys. I traded for a total of 1 hour today, and I made 3,500 bucks. Today has been actually an easy day. Not that many easy days happen. Usually, most of the time, easy days they happen rarely. Only really when you know exactly what you're doing. But today has been pretty good. Traded an hour, made 3,500 bucks. We're gonna talk all about it, and we're gonna talk about why I chose to only trade one ticker and how did that ticker perform. It was more like the one and only ticker that performed really well. So I came in the markets at around 8 o'clock, and this is pretty much the ticker that I traded today. One single ticker I traded today. As you can see this morning, this is actually the take a look at our midday gainers over here. So each morning I look at I have a scanner that, scans in real time for stocks every morning, and it's nice to make it very easy. So this morning I looked at all these stocks, and what's the common theme that you see here? You see what exactly you see? Dark clouds, right? You see a lot of dark blue. So you have about seven stocks over 30% that are dark blue. So this is information that only subscribers benefit from in real time. I let people know, how I think about the market and how is my approach for that day. But in this situation, since we had so many dark clouds, or dark blue, that's what I want you to see. When you see dark blue on my midday scanner, or my pre-market scanner, that means dark clouds. That means stocks that pretty much top out and they just give you no range. So what do you see here that's out of the ordinary? You see this stock 135 million, the float, right? 63 million, 64, 97, 57. So what do you see here? Silo. So we have one mover that is low float, that is one from the top five. So in this situation, when I saw this thing, I only focused on the one mover. I only traded Silo, and Silo has been very, very good to me. So the news was this morning that let's see what so the news was, let's read the news, because let's see if we can read the news here. So the news here, Silo Pharma says awarded notice allows post-traumatic disorder treatment. So it has an award of U.S. patent PTSD treatment title something. So they have they have an award and have awarded U.S. patent for groundbreaking, and so a development stage company focused on whatever. So it does have news. So it does have a patent, and it was awarded for their PTSD treatment. That's something very important to see. Um, so so that's a good news. It's probably 4 out of 5 positive U.S. patent, groundbreaking PTSD treatment, critical trial. So this is a great news. This is like 4 out of 5. So in this situation, I originally went long at 190, and I traded this ticker. I traded this ticker. This ticker has been a little bit more challenging than I was expecting. Because yesterday I traded Hoth, and Hoth was very choppy the whole day. So after I got this migraine in Hoth, stocks you know, are like, brothers and sisters. If one stock starts to become choppy, the next ticker might also become choppy as well. So I was not, I was just doing my own thing. I was just buying it as it made a new high. This was actually your buy point most of the time. As it makes a new high, you gotta buy it. And that's actually the place where I did buy it. Originally, I bought like 3,000 shares at around 190, and then I took a loss because I bought it at 190. My mind expectations after I bought it at 190 was like, yo, it's the only ticker from the seven tickers that are the top gainers. This is the one low flow that's moving. So in this situation, I wanted to give it time. I actually said to the chat that I'm gonna hold it more than usual just because there's only one ticker from the top eight gainers that is a low float. So I bought it at 190. I had a nice gain of like 20 cents a share. It was around 700 bucks, and it died. And that's something that happens. Sometimes the stocks usually react very shitty. So I sold my position as soon as I got out, and as soon as it bounced. So I initially lost about, I don't know, like $300 in this scenario here. So now, so now the stock has been pretty much just holding this 170 here. And now I go long again at 210. This is the long that I took again at 210. And I held on through most of this dip because, I noticed that it was building up this uptrend, and I held at the open, and pretty much I sold it once the short sellers, like, you got to think about how these stocks operate. I want to sell when the shorts are covering. So mostly as a short seller, once the stock pops up to a level, the short sellers will usually pile in where this gray line is. So I wanted to squeeze the shorts. So the place where I saw that would squeeze the shorts was above 130. So after I took a long at 210, I started selling 235, 240, 259. I think my best fill on this stock was around 259 from 210 long. And I could have made a lot more money on this ticker. I only made like 3,500 on it. 3,523. Could have made a little bit more money if I let it run. Because as you can see, the stock hit 280 and we dipped and we broke the 280. This was the second buy. And usually I don't buy the third time. I buy the first time and I make money $2 to 280. So that's the first time I buy it. And then as it breaks 280, I buy it at 280 because nothing else is moving. So I'm estimating that the money flow from all these humongous big floats that you see here, all the money flow from all these big floats, people are going to avoid these big floats. They're going to pile their money in the lowest float. So I'm estimating that, the small cap market, the people that have, the money flow is going to just dump into this one as it breaks 280. So I buy a second time at 280. I sell it at 310 and I'm done. That's really all I did today. It was not like it was 1 hour of trading and the stock actually even hit higher. It actually hit 333 before I actually mentioned it to the chat room that is the top. And after that, there's nothing really that you can do. There's nothing more out there in the stock market that you can find, that you can make from $2 to 350. You have to have expectations of what the market is going to do. So in this scenario, I traded one ticker. I made money on the ticker, and I left the chop alone. A lot of people just come in and they're like, "Oh, let me just rebuy it as it breaks 340 again." And bam, you get slammed into. So I have a very disciplined trading stock. These stocks are very volatile. So I don't buy it a third time. So this is why trading is hard because you don't know the data. I buy it a first time. I buy it a second time because all the top gainers are big floats like dark blue, dark clouds, and I estimate that there is going to be a lot of momentum in this one, and I avoid the chop. So today I traded for a total of 1 hour from around 8:30 to around 10 o'clock. And I made my money and I left. There's nothing really hard here. The hard part is, being here consistently every single day through the ups and the downs. That's the hard part. That's the hard part. The easy part comes, when you trade for an hour and you make 3,500 bucks. That's the easy part. So today it was easy. I wish every day is gonna be so easy because there isn't gonna be another stock that's gonna go up from $2 to 350 today. So, and I enjoyed the rest of my day off. These days come around. I don't know how often they do. hopefully more often than not. And I'm excited about Friday to start to see what Friday brings to me. That's all I had to say. This was my trade for today. That was my thought process, and I'm glad I capitalized on this huge mover. It was a an amazing mover here that netted me around 3,500 bucks, $2 to 350 in just an hour of work. Pretty beautiful. And check you guys later. Make sure you sign up to my newsletter, my free Discord, and and what else? And come into my private Discord and listen to me talk every single day, because you will want to know these things in real time. I mean, these types of details are important for you to make money each and every day. You cannot do it by yourself. I am a guy that solved the puzzle of small caps. So there's a million pieces that you need to find to put together a puzzle. Like the guys in Tibet, they have a puzzle and they have a million pieces and they solve it. That's kind of like me. So if you try to do it all by yourself, you're gonna get stuck. You're gonna make some mistakes and you're gonna lose your money. It's just very hard for you to know what to do at all times of the day, and try to make a decision and try to figure out where the money flow of the day is going to go. It's very hard. Takes a lot of years, a lot of practice, and a lot of watching these scanners that I have and making good decisions. Anyway, hope this video was helpful, and I'm locking in my day and enjoying the rest of the day. That's what I should be doing. Life should be about trading an hour a day and making 3,500 bucks. Hope this day comes every single day because that would be amazing. Anyway, see you guys later and peace out.